Trump says a EU was formed to screw US and tells Europe to shoulder Ukraine security. February 27, 2025. Donald Trump has claimed the European Union was invented to screw the US during a meeting in which he made clear that Europe would be responsible for Ukraine's security after a peace settlement. Speaking during his first cabinet meeting, Mr. Trump announced that Washington would strike the EU with tariffs in the region of 25%, a decision he had hinted at in the past few months. "We'll be announcing it very soon, and it'll be 25% generally speaking, and that'll be on cars, and all other things," he said. Let's be honest, the European Union was formed in order to screw the United States. That's the purpose of it, and they've done a good job of it. Sweeping tariffs imposed on Canada and Mexico will be delayed until early April, Mr. Trump said. This suggests that a White House deadline for the countries to secure air borders and halt the flow of opioids into the US has been extended. Asked if he expects the EU to retaliate with tariffs of their own, he said they can retaliate, but it cannot be a successful retaliation because we just go cold turkey. We don't buy anymore, and if that happens, we win. Mr. Trump also discussed a future peace settlement in Ukraine after Washington and Kiev made a step towards repairing broken relations with a minerals deal agreed yesterday. Asked about the possibility of the US providing security guarantees in the event of a peace settlement between Kiev and Moscow, the president made clear that responsibility would lie with Europe, not the US. "I'm not going to make security guarantees beyond very much. We're going to have Europe do that because we're talking about Europe, who is their next door neighbor," Mr. Trump said. "But we're going to make sure everything goes well, and as you know, we'll be really partnering with Ukraine in terms of rare earth. We very much need rare earth. They have great rare earth." Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky today confirmed reports that no US security guarantees. Mr. Zelensky is due to visit Mr. Trump on Friday, where he hopes to iron out possible discrepancies on the broader vision of the country's cooperation. The current draft does not Ukraine as a debtor that will have to pay back hundreds of billions of dollars for past military assistance, Mr. Zelensky said. "This agreement could be part of future security guarantees. An agreement is an agreement, but we need to understand the broader vision," he added in Kiev. "This deal could be a great success or it could pass quietly. And the big success depends on our conversation with President Trump." He said it would be a success if the US becomes a provider of security guarantees for Ukraine, which wants protection from future Russian attacks if a peace deal is reached. Mr. Trump confirmed on Tuesday that Mr. Zelensky would come to Washington on Friday to sign a very big deal. By The Independent, story by Alex Croft, February 27, 2025.